Okay, test. Can you hear my voice? Can someone confirm that anyone can hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the final day of International Summer Course and Field Trip 2021 towards Sustainable Edutourism Lesson Learned from Indonesia. It's me again. I wanted to undisplay my name because I wonder whether you still remember my name or not. But yeah, turns out technical problem. Now you can see my name. So it's me again. I'm Bella, and I'm gonna be the host for today, which is the last day of the summer course, finally. Before we start, I'd like to read today's agenda so that we know that we're gonna do and have for the next hours. After this, we're gonna hear and get new insights from Ibu Untari and Bapak Mujtaba on the ninth and final session of the International Summer Course and Field Trip 2021. After that, we're gonna have a 30 minutes break. Later, there's gonna be an interactive quiz. I guarantee for those who always pay attention to the videos given by all instructions, will be able to answer all the questions that I'm gonna be asking. And of course, there's a prize for the winner, so all eyes on the prize, guys. And after the quiz, we're gonna have a virtual trip to one of my favorite tourism destinations in East Java. And then finally, summer course closing and photo session. Jumping to the main agenda, it is a comprehensive topic entitled Triple Helix Collaboration to Develop Local Tourism. In this discussion, we'll be looking on the importance of the development of local tourism, what is Triple Helix concept, and how it is applied in the development process. A quick suggestion, since I've looked at the PowerPoint slide before this, guys, I suggest you to take good notes because there will be many tourism terminologies, so make sure you help yourself with the materials. And the discussion will be led by Dr. Sri Untari MSI and Bapak Muhammad Mujtaba Habibi SPD MPAP. Ibu Untari will start and Bapak Mujtaba will follow later. So, Ibu Untari is the second Vice Dean of Faculty of Social Science, Universitas Negeri Malang. She got her doctoral and master's degree in Universitas Brawijaya Malang, which is our neighborhood university. She specialized in governance science and public policy. Her dissertation topic was public-private partnership in developing the quality of education. She's passionate in suggesting stakeholders to work together, guys, since her research topics and community service are related to triple and pentahelix partnerships. Some of them are triple helix partnership in developing rural tourism villages. Second one is Triple Helix theme in developing local culture, women, and youth empowerment in entrepreneurship. Three, Pentahelix in the implementation of smart governance. And fourth, Pancasila tourism villages. Without further ado, Ibu Untari, the time is yours.
Excuse me, Mbak Bella. Me first, Mbak Bella.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. So, I'm just gonna read your CV first then. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. So, wait a second. So, Bapak Muhammad Mujtaba Habibi SPD MPAP has been being a lecturer at the Law and Citizenship Department, Faculty of Social Science, Universitas Negeri Malang since 2015. He took his undergraduate program on Pancasila and citizenship education in or Universitas Negeri Malang. He followed his master's degree on public administration in Universitas Brawijaya. Some of his last researchers are first, policy for the development of national tourism village based on local wisdom as a village community economic empowerment strategy. Second, the role of village government in improving community welfare through the development of tourism village. Three, assistant village partner in management of government administration towards the establishment of Pancasila Tourism Village. Four, Pentahelic partnership in realizing smart governance towards smart city in local government. To Pak Mujtaba, the time is yours then.
Okay, thank you. Mbak Bella. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Hello, how are you today? I hope you are still interested in this activity. Let me introduce. My name Muhammad Mujtaba Habibi. And you call me Habibi, but I'm not BJ Habibi, former or ex-Indonesian president. Okay, I'm a junior lecturer in the Faculty of Social Science, Universitas Negeri Malang. Today, with Ibu Sri Untari, will explain the material about the triple helix collaboration to develop local tourism. This course is the last topic in the series of summer course. Okay, let's start to discussion on this topic. Okay, in the fun rundown, we were given 2 hours, but because today is Friday and at 11:20 EM, I have to pray in the mosque, so we only have 60 until 70 minutes. I hope our time is productive. Okay, Pak Bayu, you can share PowerPoint. Okay, the title of this course is Triple Helix Collaboration to Develop Local Tourism. Okay, next. The course objective, first is the importance of local tourism development. Second, the importance of triple helix concept. And the third, the triple helix actor collaboration model in local tourism development. Okay, next. Okay, the importance of local tourism development. Both development of tourism destination and potential tourist attraction are typically part of strategy aimed at promoting, improving, and enhancing tourism condition. This begin with thorough and holistic planning that consider the diversity potential and condition of the local area in order to offer value and benefit the community surrounding tourist attraction, local government, and tourists. The term development refers to a process, method, or act of improving, perfecting, or utilizing something. Thus, tourism development is a method promoting tourism that is organized in such a way that existing one of promoted or maintained in order to make them more attractive and develop. There are several types of development. Number one, overall with a new goal, building attraction on site that were not previously operated as tourist attraction. Number two, a new objective, building attraction on sites that have previously been operated as tourism attraction. Number three, overall new development of existing attraction built to attract more visitor and to enable this attraction to reach a wider market by gaining new market share. And number four, new development in existing attraction aimed at improving visitor facilities or anticipating increased secondary expenditure by visitors. Number five, the creation of new activities or stage of activities that move from one place to another where these activities require modification of building and structure. Go to slide 4. Okay. Okay. The primary motivation for increasing tourism at a tourism site, particularly local tourism, is to contribute to the area economic development. And the second argument is that tourism development is more non-economic in nature than it is economic in nature. One of the primary reasons for tourism to travel to a tourist destination is to witness and take in the beauty of nature. We may be found in nature reserve, botanical garden, historical site, and religious site. And the third objective for increasing tourism is to alleviate monotony of talk on and to minimize misunderstanding, particularly among the people who live near tourism attraction. Okay, next. Okay, there are a number of fundamental characteristics that must be considered when planning a tourist development. Number one, tourist attraction and destination attraction. Tourist attraction and destination development. Attraction is factor that contribute to travel motivation and desire to visit tourist attraction. And number two, tourist amenity and accommodation development. Numerous tourist facility that require development in terms of amenity include, but are not limited to lodging, restaurant, and then tourist information center, souvenir shop, medical center, financial services center, communication facility, security post, and travel agency. And number three, development of accessibility. Accessibility doesn't just refer to the ease with which traveler may reach a tourism attraction, but also to the amount of time required. The presence of signposts directing tourists in the attraction and other related device. Number four, image development or tourism image. Image building is a component of positioning, which is the process of creating an image or image in the mind of the market, tourists, route, and integrated design that incorporate aspect of product quality, marketing communication, pricing policies, and appropriate and consistent marketing channel that align with the image or image you are attempting to create, as well as the visible expression of a product. Okay. Factor to consider while establishing an area into tourist attraction. The location must have something to see. That is tourism object and tourist attraction that are unique in comparison to those found in the other region. Number two, there must be something to do in that location where there is lots to see and witness, and there must be numerous recreational or amusement facility to let people feel at ease. Number three, there must be something to buy in the area. There must be souvenir and folk craft, as well as some mementos or souvenir to take back to their spirit origin. Additionally, other amenities such as money exchanger and then banks, post office, and telephone office must be available. Okay, next. Okay. Triple helix concept. Triple helix concept was conceived in the 1990 years by Edkowitz and Leidesdorf as a way to connect academic, industry, and government. This idea is extensively employed by scholars as a normative framework for analyzing the interconnection between This idea is extensively employed by scholars as a normative framework for analyzing the interconnection between key actors in system innovation. Additionally, it is a broad procedure employed by the government to foster innovation in policy development. One of the triple helix thesis central assumption is that academic, industry, and government all contribute to the best environment for innovation. Then, in the APECCEO Summit 2030, in Indonesia, the correlation between the role of university, business, and government is boosting economic growth is a relation between three integral actors in the context of public-private partnership, referred to be as ABG, or academic, business, and government. In the academic, business, and government model, business serves as a manufacturing facility while government provide contractual relationship that maintains steady interaction and exchange, and universities serve a source of new knowledge and technology. The synergy between these three players in generative factor in the development of a knowledge sharing economy, which permit greater economic integration. Essentially, the triple helix concept entail collaboration between government and then private sector and then community or university. Okay. In order to provide mutual support and contribute to the tourism development. The role of each actor in the triple helix, such as government and then private sector and community in the success development is number one, the government. Government plays a critical role in the development process because it acts as a stakeholder to implement, supervises, and then evaluates, mediasi, and then formulates and determines about policy. In this case, the government must be able to provide policies that are responsive to the needs. This policy can take the form of legal regulation, budgeting that provide various facilities such as funding, yeah, and then guarantees, tools, technology, network, and information management system, as well as education on policy determination. According to the explanation above, the government plays a significant role in stabilizing the science and rules of the game in the general. The government's primary function is actually decision making and funding. To ensure the quality of the result, the government should also establish a clear and continuous monitoring and evaluation system with a particular emphasis on regulating the private sector's rules to ensure that it operates fairly and doesn't jeopardize the community. And the second is private sector. The role of private sector play as greater role in the implementation of community-wide initiative. This role must be emphasized in order to account for variation in analysis. The private sector's roles in policy implementation entails the contribution of fund through private investment that benefit the development and development process. Meanwhile, the private sector contributes to the maintenance of project result through a portion of profit from operating private investment. Those facilitation will take the form of the development of expert and then skilled worker, as well as the provision of adequate technology. And then the last role from community or university. Generally, in the community is involved in the formulation, implementation, monitoring, and evaluation of policies. The level of participation will be determined by the community empowerment and its capacity to comprehend each stage of the public policy process. Because not everyone is capable of providing input, suggestion, and criticism at the policy formulation level. The government can be educate the community in this case. Number one, providing a space for community to convey ideas, input, criticism, and then objection and requests without fear or sanction or threats. Number two, providing transparent and accessible information to the public on a variety of issues. Number three, community involvement in policy formulation is evaluative and the basis of professionalism and competence, as well as the community interest in the development that will occur. Another potential role for the community is funding. Funding is the number one. Okay, participation in funding is a community-owned internal potential. The condition for the community intervention potential is the mobilization of public fund, or what is frequently referred to as community self-help. Another critical role of the community is to maintain social control in the context of preserving and maintaining development outcomes among the people themselves. A healthy control system should develop and grow in society. Everyone will engage in activities that do not jeopardize a government-led or private sector led development process. Okay, in this case, the community plays a critical role in implementing in the government development initiative by involving the community as the major stakeholder to support development, particularly tourism development. Okay, and then the development of community-based tourism take the following form: to begin the model of development, and then particularly tourism, which enable local communities to exert control, and then participate in the management and development of the area. The second benefit individual who are not directly involved in tourism business. And the thirdly, it call for political empowerment and democratization through benefit distribution to disadvantaged communities. And then Revelation clarified the community role as a component of the triple helix and as significant actor in bringing about change and development. Outline model guideline for the development of community-based tourism that include number one is prioritizing development made by local resident. Number two is local are promoted and encouraged. Number three, local resident involvement in industry. Number four, capital investment by local or entrepreneurial firm is critical. Number five, participation of the population in numerous events and activities. Number six, tourism-related product to define local identification. Number seven, the last, taking care of issues that arose prior to further development. Rather than being an object, the community become a subject who participate actively in the planning, implementation, monitoring, and then of project in accordance with the character of type of object and tourist attraction that is reliant on tourism resources that are directly related to the local community. This development model is implemented, and then the role of the private sector according to assist services for tourists in meeting all of their need, which include meeting all of the need of tourists. Okay, thank you for your attention. For the next will be explained by Ibu Sri Untari. Okay, Mbak Bella. Okay,
before Ibu Sri Untari start, maybe I can just give a quick notification again. Since we're aware of time difference, for those who have to do the Friday prayer, feel free to leave the Zoom room during that time and we join right after that. Thank you. And for Ibu Sri Untari, the time is yours.
Thank you, Ms. Bella. Thank you, Mr. Habibi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sri Untari. I'm lecturer in Department of Law and Citizenship. It is a great honor for me in this place and here with you to share experience about triple helix in the development tourism villages in Indonesia. Okay, I would like to continue present our paper. Next. Okay, triple helix actor collaboration model in local tourism development. The motivation of holding a partnership in the tourism sector is quite different. The first, transfer of funds from the private sector. And second, integrating local government program with university programs and implementation in its three dharma: research, teaching, and community services. The third, exploring local potential, develop local tourism development designed to make it better. The fourth, incorporating value including mutual trust, cooperation, and mutual need. Next. The triple helix collaboration strategy. There are two models. The triple helix collaboration strategy. The first, synergy model, and second, transformation model. The synergy model provides an additional benefit when two or more partners work cooperatively goal. Synergy is achieved by increased profits for private sector participation by developing the source of revenue to support the social goal of private sector partner. Transformation model is the method by which partners attempt to act challenging and action. Next. Fundamental obstacles to the implementation of the triple helix program and the development of local tourism are preparation, execution, monitoring, cooperation period, and funding. A problem in preparation is mainly caused by different perspectives or point of view among three actors or parties. Problem in execution. As primary actor, many local officials are less capable to design local tourism development. It is due to lack of leadership and managerial competence. Problem in the monitoring, because monitoring and evaluation is tricky procedure. They are overcome by carefully scheduling and periodical report. In cooperation period, it is concerned that agreement will a relatively short period. For example, 3 years may ruin the viability to ideas that are already performing well. Problem in funding, the problem is mainly happen in funding is about complexity and of order in setting agreement of the government budget to develop local tourism and what private sector need in give time. Next, the partnership model. 3 model partnership. First, collaboration between local government, the private sector, community to design, build, finance, and operate government facilities and infrastructure. The second, essentially a variant of the first model. In this example, the government made little change after the facilities construction was completed. Third, the government to purchase service solely from partners. Next, So the model development by the local government in East Java, Indonesia, in tourism and community development is a combination of several of this model, synergy and transformative model. Okay, next photo of Helix tourism destination in East Java. Next, it is a Peltorium bamboo. Next, full attraction. Next, this is a deep dialogue about 3 actors to design development village, tourist villages. Next, this is tour that challenged you to visit in Indonesia, I think. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, to add more knowledge, please watch the following video.
Pengabdian kepada masyarakat merupakan pelaksanaan pengamalan ilmu pengetahuan, teknologi, dan seni budaya langsung kepada masyarakat secara kelembagaan melalui metode ilmiah sebagai penyebaran tridharma perguruan tinggi serta tanggung jawab yang luhur dalam usaha mengembangkan kemampuan masyarakat sehingga dapat mempercepat laju pertumbuhan tercapainya tujuan pembangunan nasional. Tim pengabdian kepada masyarakat yang diketuai oleh Dr. Sri Untari MSI dengan anggota Dr. Andes Yusuf Suharto MPD melaksanakan pengabdian pada masyarakat dengan judul pemberdayaan elit desa dalam mengembangkan desa wisata berbasis kemitraan pemerintah, swasta, dan perguruan tinggi sebagai upaya meningkatkan spirit kewirausahaan, pelestarian seni, dan cagar budaya serta kesejahteraan masyarakat.
Desa Wonorejo terletak di paling ujung Kabupaten Situbondo dan berbatasan dengan Kabupaten Banyuwangi. Desa Wonorejo memiliki potensi-potensi alam dan juga potensi-potensi desa yang memungkinkan untuk diangkat menjadi bagian dari destinasi wisata. Pengembangan destinasi wisata ini sudah dilakukan bersama masyarakat sejak diresmikannya Desa Wonorejo menjadi Desa Wisata Kebangsaan. Harapan kami dengan pengembangan Desa Wisata Kebangsaan yang sudah diluncurkan itu dapat mengungkit ekonomi masyarakat dengan adanya potensi-potensi yang ada, kemudian dikembangkan menjadi bagian salah satu bidang ekonomi masyarakat yang selama ini masih terpendam. Maka dari itu, dengan adanya pengembangan pariwisata ini di samping juga mampu mempromosikan desa sehingga juga mampu untuk mengangkat kesejahteraan masyarakat secara umumnya.
Tidak salah jika ada orang yang mengatakan bahwa Wonorejo merupakan desa dengan anugerah ilahi luar biasa. Potensi wisata yang dimiliki Wonorejo banyak sekali. Potensi alam berupa persawahan terhambar luas, pantai dengan ombak yang deras, sumber air bersih, makam kebangsaan, situs sejarah Mbah Pande dan Mbah Jenut, hutan yang berada di perbatasan dengan Taman Nasional Wisata Baluran, homestay yang berada di kanan kiri jalan utama, industri. Kegiatan pengabdian masyarakat ini dilaksanakan antara lain dengan kegiatan sarasehan, pendampingan bagi kader PKK dan Karang Taruna. Dalam kegiatan sarasehan dengan tokoh masyarakat, dimaksudkan untuk memberikan wawasan tentang pentingnya membangun komitmen bersama dalam memilih prioritas pengembangan desa wisata kebangsaan.
Sudah punya sertifikasi, cuma di sini pemasaran kita bingung.
Saya juga sepakat dengan yang disampaikan Ibu itu terkait tentang potensi wisata sebenarnya sudah ada semua.
Tim kerja ini paling penting. Paling enggak yang ada di sini ini adalah tim kecil.
Dari sana kemudian ini nanti desainnya kita coba menetapkan prioritas wisata yang ada, kita nyusun rencana di pembangunan desa dan pengalokasiannya. Kelihatannya ini kemarin berdasarkan hasil wawancara dengan Pak Kades, Bumdes yang akan menjadi pengelola desa wisata kebangsaan. Dan agenda event itu yang menunjang desa wisata seperti apa. Diharapkan akan terhimpun gagasan cerdas untuk menyusun rencana besar membangun desa wisata kebangsaan dengan karakteristik dan keunikan yang tidak ada di desa wisata lainnya. Inilah kegiatan pendampingan, yakni membuat keterampilan dengan menggunakan bahan bekas. Dalam pendampingan ini, kader-kader PKK dilatih untuk membuat cenderamata berbahan koran bekas yang artistik dan bernilai jual.
Ternyata di sini saya mendapatkan pendampingan, pelatihan pembuatan karya seperti ini, misalnya vas, berbagai bentuk macam, yang dasarnya dari koran bekas seperti ini tadi sudah dirancang dan diajari sama pendamping dari UM Malang. Ternyata ibu-ibu semua bisa, ternyata walaupun masih hasilnya belum maksimal, dan nanti yang sudah terbiasa membuat seperti ini, insya Allah hasilnya bisa maksimal seperti contoh yang ditawarkan dari UM Malang.
Pemudi-pemuda Indonesia.
Kegiatan pendampingan bagi Karang Taruna berupa materi yang diberikan oleh narasumber pakar sablon dari Universitas Negeri Malang, berupa pengenalan instrumen peralatan sablon, fungsi masing-masing komponen, praktek membuat sablon, cara melakukan afdruk master, praktek mensablon, kemudian perhitungan keuangan dalam usaha sablon, pemasaran dan marketing, serta cara memelihara peralatan.
Sangat berterima kasih kepada Universitas Negeri Malang karena telah memberikan pelatihan tentang sablon dengan tujuan bisa mengembangkan kreativitas para pemuda yang ada di Desa Wonorejo, bagaimana nanti kedepannya bisa berkembang.
Untuk materi kali ini udah bisa menambah ilmu lah dan wawasan tentang dunia sablon, manajemennya juga, dan bagaimana cara kita untuk usaha. Harapan kami bagi pemuda Wonorejo ke depan lebih baik lagi.
Oke,
Wonorejo kebangsaan. Oke.
Melalui program ini, tim pengabdian kepada masyarakat Universitas Negeri Malang berharap dapat memotivasi seluruh warga desa Wonorejo untuk terus membangun desa wisata kebangsaan ini menjadi desa wisata mandiri dan berkelanjutan.
Desa Wonorejo merupakan salah satu desa penyangga dari kawasan konservasi Taman Nasional Baluran. Karang-karang di Desa Wonorejo ini bisa membuat beberapa jenis souvenir yang nantinya akan memasarkan di tempat kami di Taman Nasional Baluran.
Terima kasih kepada UN Malang yang sudah memberikan sebuah program bagi masyarakat. Seluruh kegiatan ini, kegiatan sablon dan lain-lainnya tadi sangat bermanfaat ke depannya, pada khususnya kepada pemuda Wonorejo, karang tarunanya untuk bisa bergerak dalam wirausaha.
Pengembangan destinasi wisata di desa ini tidak bisa sendiri. Destinasi wisata berkembang untuk layak jual ini harus melibatkan beberapa elemen masyarakat dan juga lembaga-lembaga pemberdayaan masyarakat. Salah satu lembaga pemberdayaan masyarakat yang masuk di dalam memberikan kontribusi kepada pengembangan wisata yang ada di desa adalah Universitas Negeri Malang, yang selama ini cukup aktif memberikan pelatihan-pelatihan guna mengangkat sumber daya manusia yang ada di desa ini agar destinasi wisata ini bisa layak jual dan mampu untuk dipasarkan, baik itu di wisata domestik maupun juga mancanegara.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, so that the development in these tourist villages will be impossible without any sport. They have to include many elements, such as local folk and the non-governmental organization. So, Universitas of Malang had been actively helping them to pull off and maximize villages, include their potency to very soon become an attractive destination for not only domestic but also international tourists. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in the end of the material, our material. I would like to thank you for your time, for your attention. We are very grateful to have shared the experiences about this unique tourism villages, and hopefully it will enrich your idea about Indonesia tourism. Have a great day. Take care. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, such a great partnership concept, because I personally also think that collaboration is always a great tool, right, in solving complex issues. The reason why I say developing local tourism is complex is that there are so many challenges to do that, like the lack of human resource quality and quantity, attraction potential, inaccessibility, amenities, and so on. The list can, go on and go on. Hence, it needs support from the government and private sector, as well as the participation of the community itself. So probably some of you have some questions to our instructors today. Maybe you can type in the chat box or just raise your hand, and then I can let you ask the questions directly to the instructions. Because we still have plenty of time, so please ask the questions as much as you want. maybe there's something that you're still confused about or want to ask a more detailed explanations about the examples that Ibu Untari has showed you before.
Hi, good afternoon. Can I ask?
Oh, of course. Yes, thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. By the way, I'm Raini Baya from the Philippines, and I would like to ask Professor Muhammad. Hi, Professor Muhammad. Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Hi. Okay. Good morning.
Sir, you've mentioned you have presented in your the presentation actually, but I would like to ask if can we use as a theoretical as a theory in conducting research for potential tourism site, these factors to consider while establishing an area into a tourist attraction. Can we utilize this as a basis for theory in conducting research? The one you presented about something to see, something to do, and something to buy. Would that be possible, Sir Muhammad, if can we utilize that one as a theory in conducting research for tourism potential sites? Thank you.
Okay, no worries, Ibaya. Bagaimana Pak Mujtaba? Maybe you can answer the question. Thank you.
Okay. Maybe the next question.
Okay, so you wanna add up the questions first and then answer it. Okay. And the second question, I believe it's in the chat box. Maybe both Ibu Untari or Bapak Mujtaba can answer the question. Is how about the involvement among youth community at the area? Probably Ibu Untari will be more compatible to answer this from the examples that you already give in the video or maybe in the photos book. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Bella. Can I answer the who is the asking the question?
The first one is Baya and the second one is NJ.
Okay. The first question, I have some research with my team about collaboration triple helix for geotourism development in the Bali. Yeah, you know Bali?
Yes, sir.
The rule of each actor and the first for academic is provide tourism direction, policy and regulation, and then quality tourism, human resources, and then analysis of tourism concept, program, and strategies. The role of the government, the first is designer, planner, and guide policies, strategies, and regulation, and then a second tourism zoning planner, and then community tourism industry operator, keepers of activity conducive tourism industry. Okay. Really, this moment is no need to ask, yeah, but we want to know the condition in your country. How about this? Okay, Mas siapa tadi yang bertanya itu tadi?
Hibaya,
okay.
Sir.
Can you explain how with the condition your country about collaboration triple helix? Okay.
Okay, maybe I'm just trying to clarify a little bit.
Okay.
So Hibaya, Pak Mujtaba is trying to say that yes, those concepts can be applied to research. And right now, Pak Mujtaba is asking you whether triple helix is also applied in one of the tourism destinations in your country. Maybe you can explain it to us, or yeah, just tell how the tourism conditions or the partnership in tourism destinations in your country.
All right. As based on what I have understand and what I have observed that whenever private sector will only start or develop the will develop a particular potential site upon adhering or following the government existing laws, also considering the local government units ordinances, and as well also the barangay ordinances, considering also the Department of Environmental and Natural Resources laws and policies. So with that, the private sector can apply. And given with the private sector, so this private sector can ask assistance to NGOs or non-government units, and it depends upon whether the government would also invest with them. Okay, and then by that, this private sector, if seen and observed by the community, actually here in the Philippines, we have here we call it a community service, wherein this community service, the school will conduct research based on the needs of the community, and with that, this private sector can be assisted and can be assisted and can be helped. And that the collaboration among the government sector, the private sector, as well also the community, with the support also of the students coming from the university, will be at one, specifically in the development of the potential tourism sites in the Philippines. I think that's my understanding on how it works here in the Philippines. Thank you so much.
Okay, actually, it's a very good role in each actor in your country. I hope it goes well and tourism in your country can be more developed and famous. Yeah, I really hope to be able to visit there. Okay, thank you, Rian. Yeah.
You're welcome, Professor Muhammad.
Okay. The last question, yeah, from Enci Ahmad.
Enci Ahmad.
Yeah, I think it's the second question. I hope that it's
second
not the
question.
last.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the time is.
I see.
Okay. The question is, how about the involvement among youth community and the area? Okay. I will answer simple answer. Yeah, the role of youth is very, very important. Okay, previously Mrs. Sri Untari had shown a video about youth roles. Yeah, in developing tourism in Indonesia is praktik untuk menyablon ya Mbak Bella ya. Nanti bisa ditranslatekan ya Mbak ya. Okay, so without youth, local tourism development will be difficult to success. Okay. Okay, Mbak Bella.
I did at the question, Mas Habibi. Mbak Bella, young organization in the village involved in managing tourism destination with BUMDes, what in English BUMDes, village owner enterprise maybe. Yeah, they are tour guide, village market manager. They are produce souvenir and so on. Very involved in activity tourism in village. This village. Mbak Bella?
Oh, okay. Is that all?
Okay.
Okay.
BUMDes. How can say in English?
Kepanjangannya apa BUMDes, Bu?
BUMDes itu apa ini?
Badan usaha milik desa.
Badan usaha milik desa.
Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe I can agree with you. It's like
Jadi
village enterprise, right?
Okay, village owner enterprise.
Yeah, I guess that's correct.
Iya.
Okay.
Oke, jadi mungkin diterjemahkan, Pak. Para organisasi-organisasi pemuda itu terlibat di dalam manajemen destinasi wisata yang ada di desa bersama dengan BUMDes. Mereka menjadi guide, mereka menjadi manajer pasar desa dan membuat souvenir. Tadi saya sampaikan mungkin tidak terkomunikasikan karena.
But that's perfect actually. Okay, and what the speakers are trying to say is that the youth has a role in more into the tourism management in the field. Like they can be tour guides, and then they make souvenirs, and they can be the one who face to face with the tourists itself. So yeah, I think that's basically it, and they try to make what is it called? They are being helped by the enterprise. It's of the village enterprise, right, Bu?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. That's basically it. And there's a response from
Christine.
CJ.
Okay, Christine Jane Pardilo.
Yeah.
From
Christine.
Philippines, yeah.
Yeah,
in the Philippines, collaborate with private and public sector as well as the local resident. Yeah. Okay, I think it's very interesting. Yeah, what is in the Philippines because it will support the success of tourism. Yeah. Okay, but we want to know how about the role of community in the Philippines. Okay, Christine Jane, do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about role of community to develop local tourism?
Well, I would like to add Mr. Ryan Hibaya that has been said a moment ago is that for the community in the Philippines, we really have to collaborate with the government, the public, and private sectors, as well as the community as a whole. It is because they are the one who knows well about the potential tourist sites, and what makes it effective and efficient is that community always LGU has the authority, and LGU ends up with a decision that this community located at the potential tourist spot will be the one who will manage or who will help the LGU and the government to manage the said potential tourist site, so that it will be have a collaboration, an effective and efficient collaboration, because they also end up decision with assigning those locals to be the tourist the tourist guide, the tourist they are the one who will entertain the tourists and welcome, since they are the one who really knows what are the possible danger that the tourists may face if they will go there, and what are the opportunities that this tourist spot has that can be offered to the tourists when they go there. So that's it. Terima kasih.
Okay. In principle, any country will always involve all parties, and because it is realized that is all very important. They just need to improve their respective roles. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Mujtaba and Bu Untari. I'd just like to give a short notification again for those who have to do Friday prayer. Feel free to leave the Zoom room during that time and rejoin right after that. Thank you. And there's also a response from CJ, truly having a collab with the local government, having family welfare and youth organization programs brings new opportunities and express their local culture. Yeah, I think that's so true again. And oh, okay, Hibaya, you want to add something?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Regarding about the role of the community, actually, that is very important in attaining sustainability in specific area. However, these people or the local in the particular community cannot attain this sustainability without the orientation, without the awareness. Yun. So whenever the government, the local government unit in the Philippines, we call it city or the municipality, if they seen this particular location as a potential site for a development, they will conduct visit and interview the chairman or the Philippines barangay captain. Okay, and then they will talk and conduct orientation or programs on how to sustain this site, not to exploit, and also to open this as an opportunity that this could be a sustainable livelihood for them, for living. Yon. So that is the most important thing, that they can continue their business, doing their business upon seeing this their community having this potential or having this tourist site. So that would be all. Thank you.
Such a nice add up. Yeah, I think I can agree with you that the community are the one who know their potential, and they can give suggestions to the private sectors and to the government as well, and how to manage that. And of course, the support or the help from the government and then the private sector will increase the welfare there. And so, yeah, basically the collaborations is the one that we're looking for here. Maybe there are other questions from you guys.
Okay, excuse me, Mbak Bella. I have to prepare for Friday prayers.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. Maybe if you want to ask question, you have to ask to Bu Untari then, because Pak Mujtaba is going to have a Friday prayer in Indonesia. Is that okay, Bu Untari?
I think in conclusion, I really want to visit your country, Philippines, yeah. Philippines, and I hope the pandemic ends soon, yeah. So we can go to Philippines and then other countries. Okay, thank you.
Yes,
thank you so much, Pak
You're most
Mujtaba.
welcome here.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, since Pak Mujtaba is going have to prepare for the Friday prayers, maybe some of you have another questions for Bu Untari so that she can explain it a little bit more. Or maybe some of your questions haven't been answered yet. You want to elaborate, you want to know the details more. Or you want to give feedback to your country. How's the collaboration regarding tourist management in your country? Maybe anyone? Or maybe Bu Untari, you can tell us a little bit more about your research or about the tourism destination and their collaboration there. So we still have plenty more time. I think you're still muted, Bu. Okay, now you're audible.
I think tourism villages is very have potential nature, production, folk, and so on. But university must be care to them, mendampingi mereka senantiasa to empowerment, so that they up and develop the tourism village. I'm sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. So what you're trying to say, correct this if I'm mistaken, but what you're trying to say is that we as students and lecturers and academicians also have role in making the community develop. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, I think so. I think this.
Yeah, guys. So we have that power to improve the economic and then empower the community in smaller area and smaller region. I want to know something from the Malaysia. Is there any nice triple helix or partnerships or collaborations that we can just make an example from? Or maybe the participants from the Malaysia is having Friday prayers, probably. Or maybe participants from another country want to add up something, want to give feedback about what's happening in their country regarding the collaborations between government, private sector, and also the community itself. And I guess when we're talking about this collaboration, community participation is the key, right, Bu? Partisipasi komunitas tuh jadi kunci utama, because if they don't want to do something, if they don't want their self to be developed, it'll be hard to make the change for the government to enter the region, for the private sector to invest. So I think that the improvement of the quality of the human resource there is also plays role, right? I think it's also related with what Ibu Sumarmi or Madam Sumarmi has already told us like 2 days ago or 3 days ago about what's happening in CMC, Tiga Warna, in Kondang Merak.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great example of those collaborations between government and then the local community and the private sector as well, so that the local potential is like what we can see today. Now I started to talk too much, so guys, maybe you want to tell something from your country. I mean, like, this is the point of the summer course, so that we can exchange knowledge, exchange experiences towards sustainable development and sustainable tourism in each of our countries. I'm going to see the list of the countries again so that I can ask you one by one. So, is there a VG participant here? We're supposed to have participants from VG, Malaysia, the Philippines, Turkmenistan, Nepal, Vietnam, Bulgaria, Germany, Russia, Israel, Zambia, Indonesia, Singapore, and the UK. So it's an interesting. This is an interesting room, guys. So please make it interesting. Like, we can exchange knowledge and anything. or maybe if, some of you from Indonesia, you want to add something, you want to give example of these collaborations, because we still have plenty of time to discuss. And Bu Untari has lots of experiences and knowledge, so like, come on, have to maximize this opportunity.
I'm not English fluently, so battles and the.
That's fine, Bu. We're still learning. This is the point of this summer course, and then like we learn every single day. So I guess that's no problem. I'm still learning too. Maybe Chengji or Nazam. Or Nardiansyah. Yeah, Chengji, you want to tell an example of this partnership collaborations between government, private sector, and community in your country? And maybe Nardiansyah, you want to add something, please?
Okay, thank you. Actually, I'm from Manado, North Sulawesi Province, from Indonesia. Okay, and so maybe I will give like a feedback regarding the presentation from Ibu Sri Untari, actually about the triple helix collaboration. As I know, also not just like triple helix actually, but we can like make a collaboration doing like a pentahelix also. Pentahelix support from the academician or campus, and then industry, government, society, and also media. Media is very important also, I think, because when, for example, in North Sulawesi province, we have so many tourism village. For example, Pintu Kota Kecil in Lembe Island, and also Desa Budo or Budo village in North Minahasa area, in the coastal of North Sulawesi province. So collaboration with the government and also media are important, because when we like to like making promotion, the media can help us to do it, because we can use like some platforms like YouTube or maybe Instagram, and not just from the official but also from the local tourists. I mean, when local tourists come to tourism village, they can enjoy the view, and also they can not just like take a picture. Of course, they should take a picture, but after that they can upload to their social media, I think. So that's why media also important, and collaboration with the government and also the community. That's it.
Nice for Nardiansyah. Like, yeah, I also believe that the role of media is super big, especially in tourism, because they distribute, they public. They make the publication for the tourism destinations, and they use it with visuals so that the potential tourists can also see the beauty of the tourism destinations, and that is going to be more attractive rather than just rhetorical lines about the tourism destinations itself. And I think one of the great example in Indonesia is Banyuwangi regarding the involvement of media in promoting their tourism destinations. They succeeded to be displayed I believe in a bus or in other public transportation areas in other countries, so that the potential tourists from that country will go to Banyuwangi to see those beautiful places. I think Bu Untari want to add something to that, the involvement of media. You still mute yourself, Bu, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bu Untari, you're still muted yourself. We can't hear you yet. I think the host can help with Bu Untari's mic. Masih ke-mute, Bu, mohon maaf. Or am I the one who's inaudible? Okay, you're audible now.
Okay. Pentahelix is rare in many villages in Indonesia, in East Java. Media massa belum masuk, jadi media massa belum care terhadap perkembangan Mbak Bella. Jadi yang aktif adalah triple helix, yang pentahelix pada area-area yang sudah berada di perkotaan. Yang di desa rata-rata masih belum melibatkan media massa, sedangkan yang dimaksud private sector tidak lain adalah pengusaha-pengusaha lokal yang peduli akan perkembangan wisatanya.
Okay, thank you, Bu Untari. So,
Mbak Bella.
Yeah, okay, I'm trying to, because I'm not an expert in this, in this topic. So I'm just trying to translate what you're saying. So, Ibu Untari said that the involvement of media is mainly in the development of tourism destinations in the city, in big cities, especially in our country, in Indonesia. So they don't involve that much to promote or to make publications for the local tourism destinations, especially in smaller village. Yeah, that's exactly what Bu Untari just said, basically. And Hazim is raising his hand. Okay, Hazim, you can ask, or maybe you can give it back to us, please. Thank you, Nardiansha, for your feedback, by the way.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hazim Aiman. I'm from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm one of the student in Bachelor in Tourism Planning and Development in University Kuala Lumpur. So regarding today's topic, the Helix method, I have to say I strongly agree with that, with whatever the presenter have presented today. Thank you to Bapak Muhammad and also Shri Untari. Thank you very much. And I want to share the initiative that has been done in my country. So in Malaysia, we have Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, or MOTAC in Malaysia, and we have this initiative initiated by Tourism Malaysia, which is a homestay program to empower the local community at the rural area, and then and also to empower the youth at rural area. This is to reduce the migration rate of people from rural area to urban area. So it is actually a very comprehensive program whereby when we talk about the cooperation between the stakeholders or the key players in tourism industry, the local community usually don't have the knowledge or the resources to this kind of nature of business. So this is where the government play their role, in which they provide training and also they give out certificate after the training to gain trust to the customer, so that they know that these homestay owners are properly trained, and they are certified to do this kind of program. So visitors or tourists can have the best experience staying at the homestay with the local community and doing the local activities there. So there are a lot of homestays in Malaysia. The prominent one is in Selangor, in Perak, and there are a lot of activities that can be done, like ngaching. Ngaching is actually catching the fish in paddy field with bare hand. So those kind of activities can be done at homestays in Malaysia. Apart from playing kite or weaving or eating traditional and local food there. So this is a very good initiative done by Tourism Malaysia. And to reduce the migration rate is just more than that. And we are now recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, right? So another initiative that has been done is a virtual tourism, whereby the travel agent associates in Malaysia, they actually gathered and come up with a program whereby people can pay to virtually visit, and it will be conducted by them at a certain price, at a very minimal amount of fee, just to sustain up until our tourism industry is recovering. This is actually a very good initiative as well, and this can in a way improve the youth empowerment here, because people are not so good with technology, and the youth really knows how to use technology. So probably in a way they can help each other in providing a better service to the tourists. And then university students can also play their role. I mean, like, I'm a tourism student, so I in any way I would try to promote my country to the eyes of the world. So we as a tourism student, we can visit this homestay program, like I did my site visit and all that. So we take the pictures of the scenery there, the activities that can be done there, and we can be the little ambassador for our country. We can promote and do free marketing by posting all these places of interest in our country to do free marketing, and in a way promote our tourism industry. I mean, it's this that I could do now, do better in the future, but the least that I do now is to promote my country to the eyes of the world, and that is what two strategies that has been done in my country in relation to empowering the local community and also empowering the youth here. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.
Wow, that's very cool, Hazim. I mean, like, you can be one of the instructors here to tell how Malaysia tourism is going. Like, it's very great, and I bet that your Instagram page is also cool, because you say that you take lots of cool pictures of those tourism destinations and post it in your social media.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess that's one of the things that we as students or in general community can do as well to promote our tourism destinations. That's fantastic. I also wanna respond something that I just forgot. I'm lost. Maybe Bunteri, you wanna respond to Hazim's feedback? You still mute yourself?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I think it's different with our country, our village, especially because SDM, I think, human resources it's not enough for our country, our village. So it is different with Hasim explanation that.
Yeah. That's one of the challenges that we Indonesian are facing, because the human resource isn't that qualified to do the whole tourism economic sector. And I guess that's the role of the government and the role of private sector to improve the quality of the human resource itself. And I guess, I just lost again.
That's not only human resources, but funding is a problem in village.
Yeah, true. Funding, because they don't have that. What I'm trying to say, they don't have both the economic and then the human resources aspect to develop, to be empowered, I guess. And I think the role of triple helix partnerships also can solve other demographical problems, like Hazim has just said. It can prevent migrations, and then it can increase the welfare there, and then they can empower women, educate them, and also empower the youth, so that they can participate more in the tourism activities. And for a longer term, I guess that's very important to the region itself, so that they can maximize their potential there. And Chengji is giving a response, Bu. Chengji, maybe you can tell us where you come from. He said, or he or she said that we have many potential tourist sites in the country. I'm lost. Okay, Kedah Tua Relics, present day Kedah, 10,000 years rock art at Lenggong, wooden hanging coffin at Kinabalu, Sabah. Oh, you're from Malaysia, so you're from the same country as Hazim, right? Do you want to tell us a little bit more about one of those places that you've mentioned? How the collaborations between stakeholders happen there? Maybe you can unmute yourself or just type in the chat box. That's totally fine.
And collaboration, Seth Hasim asked about collaboration and community. I think collaboration is, we have a rule how to collaboration with other institution. Collaboration between and local government can carry out by MOU, and while faculty and carry out with a cooperation agreement. I think this have tahapan atau level-level ya, Mbak Bella. Pertanyaan Hasim mempertanyakan terkait dengan bagaimana UM melaksanakan kerjasama dengan pihak lain atau dengan masyarakat.
So Bu Untari just answered Hibaya's question regarding collaboration.
Collaboration UM and local government is carried out by MOU, while faculty is carried out by cooperation agreement. So lecture tidak perlu melaksanakan kerjasama lagi karena sudah melembaga.
Okay, so the lecturer individually don't have to make collaborations with the community directly, because it is already conducted in the institution itself. I guess that's what Bu Untari just said. And actually, students can also involve, right, Bu, in the PKM. It's like a funding program for the university, so that students can also make community service agenda to certain community in certain region. That can also be part of the collaborations from students, and actually I do one of them, and I get the research, not research, I got the community service grant from my faculty. It also related with tourism, but not directly. It's actually the development of sustainable tourism in Desa Gajah Rejo in southern Malang.
Gajah Rejo?
Iya, Bun Tari, saya tadi habis cerita sama teman-teman bahwa saya mendapatkan pembiayaan PKM itu untuk kegiatan
PKMM.
PKMM. Yes. Betul. No worries, Ibaya. Okay, Chenji, that's totally fine. Same here in the Philippines. Okay, Nur Aisha is raising her hand. Hi, Aisha.
Hi, hello.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry for interrupting. Okay. I think I'd like to add some more point about promoting in media our tourism product, right? So I'm from Malaysia. So I would like to tell about maybe based on my observations about the media promotion about tourism destinations. So I can see nowadays the influencer of social media is very powerful nowadays. Like when they, like the Insta famous or the TikTokers promotes one destinations of one of the tourism destination, and then it goes viral. When it goes viral, like everyone from the city will coming to the destination. For example, in my place, I'm from Bagandatok, Perak, which is far away from the city. It's very a rural area. So in my place, there's like to be honest, there's nothing more special about Bagandatok. It's more like the historical place and more about the fishing village. So here when the Insta famous or the TikTokers coming to our place and they promote our place about the sunflower garden, about the fishing village. So it goes viral, and people and I don't know why that people's from everywhere in Malaysia keep coming over here, because they say it goes viral in the TikTok, in the Instagram about this place. So that's why we want to coming over here. So I think this is a very we can see that the power of the viral can gain the economic of the rural place, especially from nothing to to everything. Like people coming here and give a lot of opportunity to work, opportunity of work to our youth, and also to our local people. They can sell lots of things, our like fishing product, and also it gives lots of opportunity to our local people when the place goes viral. So I think that promoting in the social media the tourism destination is very we call sorry, my English is not good, but I think it's very best way to promote the tourism destination in the social media. So that's all. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for your feedback. Yeah, I can agree. Like TikTok is so big. Like I personally myself always search in TikTok every time I want to go to some places, because they can recommend you to new and pretty Instagrammable places to go. And yeah, Nardiansyah, you want to add something to what Aisha, or you want to add something new?
Yes, actually, I will give my response to Miss Nur Aisha. Yeah, because this is I'm very interested also with the media effects on tourism, actually, because here I think this is same case with here in Manado area, North Sulawesi province, because actually we have like celebgram or we can say a celebrity Instagram actually here. And then when Bitung has like a festival of Lembe Island, so many celebgram like making video on TikTok, and also they like promoting the festival. And because of that, so many guests, local guests, came here to Bitung City to see the festival and also to feel the circumstances and to see, because Bitung is very famous with the our icon is skipjack and tuna actually. And then saw the so many curious guests coming here and spending and also like enjoying the Bitung festival. Very they and looks very happy. They are looking very happy because of that. So the media is very important, like I said before. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nadine, for the feedback. And yeah, I agree with you. And media has always been so interesting because it's very dynamic, and it's constantly changing from time to time. And there's always something new every single, like you can say every single day in the media. And from what Hibaya said also in the chat box, yeah, it's essential as digital marketing is free resource, which can tap market not only domestically, but internationally. And it's now more accessible to the local community, like especially in local in smaller region or in like a rural area, they can use that as an opportunity of publication. But we still have to remember that some of them are not technologically aware, or like they're not accessible, or they can access internet or social media that much. So I guess that's one of the challenges as well that we should solve by doing the collaboration again from the government and then the private sector as well. Yeah, not all have an access to media and internet, true, especially the older generations. Yeah, right, like we are trying to promote it from social media, but demographic issues can also play a big role in being the burden of the development itself. Maybe I wanna have one more participants to give feedback or ask questions or anything before I summarize this session. Please open your mic. I'm dying to hear your voice. Okay, John, please.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, first of all, mabuhay everyone. So I'll just give a additional info. Oh, sure. I'll just is it okay if I don't turn on my camera?
Oh, that's totally fine. That's totally fine.
Oh, okay. So I just like to add info about the importance of youth participation in the sustainable development, or the participation of youth to the local government in sustainable development. So in the context of sustainable development, local governments play important roles in the success of its local tourism industry, as well as have a strong influence in conserving its resources. So vital to this approach of the sustainable development is the contribution of a full range of community involvement, specifically the youth, in planning and decision making in order to determine the community's long-term interest. So we all know that young people are consistently at the leading edge of change and innovation. And young people think outside of the box, push boundaries, and experiment with new innovation. So in an era of unprecedented challenges for the sustainable development and also the travel industry, youth can represent not just an important market segment, but also a vital resource for innovation and change. So the youth represents a major opportunity for future growth in the tourism industry. With effective development and marketing, the potential of the youth can be increased still further. So young people have an important role in attracting other visitors to the destinations with the use of social media, right? So therefore, it would be a huge opportunity for the government to maximize the youth talent and capability in promoting tourism. However, it is understood that government not yet actively engaged. I mean, it's very prevalent that youth should really be involved in the planning and decision making, especially in the sustainable tourism development.
Thank you so much, John, for your feedback. Yeah, I can agree with you because youth can actually make the make the tourism activity sustainable, because they're going to be the ones that manage the tourism in the much longer term. Yeah, I guess that's perfect. That's perfect feedback. And since we still have a little bit more time, I'm intrigued. What's the word? Like, I'm interested to the Kristen question as well. To be honest, she's fascinated and curious about how Singapore makes the most of its limited resources through proper innovations and resource utilization. Is the triple helix is used in Singapore? Is there any participants can share their development in their country, Singapore? Please, because I'm also curious with that. Maybe some of you from Singapore can also add to that. I don't think he or she is here, I guess. But yeah, I can agree with the Desiri. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I mean, like, Singapore is truly an organized country. One of the best word to describe most of the residents are disciplined and very inclined in modernization. Yeah, true. Therefore, the quality and I guess the quantity of human resources also plays role in developing any economic activities, I guess. And by the way, guys, I just have to appreciate your participation in this session. Like, I'm so happy that you're all participating, in passion today. Bagaimana Bu Untari? Apakah bisa kita lanjutkan atau maybe Bu Untari want to say a closing remarks for all of us before our break?
Bagi masyarakat pedesaan yang dibutuhkan itu aksi, bukan kebijakan. Sehingga perguruan tinggi yang harus mengambil peran penting untuk berpartisipasi, memberdayakan mereka, menguatkan mereka, dan mensupport mereka. Itu Mbak, bahasa Inggris kan.
Wow, that's actually so powerful, Bu. Now I'm confused how to translate that. Bu Untari said that local community and villages in rural area don't need policy, but they need actions from us, from academics, from students, from lecturers, even from the wider community, so that they can be empowered. They can be, being the better version of themselves, so that they can create the welfare in their region itself. Right, Bu Untari?
Yes. Thank you.
So yeah, no worries, because walk is better than talk, I guess. We need to, balance between the work and the talk. Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's so powerful. Okay, from this last session, the ninth session of the summer course, I can summarize that no citizen deserves to be left behind. Despite the high challenge in developing local potential, gotong royong, or Indonesian terminology and culture for the phrase working hand in hand, from government, private sector, media, academics, and of course the citizen plays a fundamental role to communities' welfare. Triple Helix partnerships offer great deal to all contributing actors, and thus should be more widely used and implemented in every complex issue, including developing local tourism. And to make it more relevant to what's happening today, which is the ongoing climate conference in Glasgow, my city, COP26, COP26, this gotong royong value or partnership should be adapted in climate change and other environmental issues as well, from the smallest to the global scale, since we all know that those are also complex issues that we need to put our attention to. All countries should work hand in hand together to create environmental welfare. Therefore, I want to say thank you to the instructors today, Bu Untari and Bapak Mujtaba. He's not here today. He's not here right now. Maybe guys, you can give a big applause to Bu Untari and Pak Mujtaba. And don't forget to fill the attendance link that we just sent in the chat box. And after this, we're gonna have a 30 minutes break. And then we'll be back at 12:20 Indonesian time to do an interactive quiz. So yeah, guys, after this, we're gonna have a quiz. A pro tip from me, like please rewatch the videos that the instructors had given to you from day one as much as you can. Like in this 30 minutes, please rewatch those videos because they're gonna help so much for the quiz. While you do your lunch or maybe your breakfast in my time here in Glasgow, please find yourself to watch those videos again and pay attention to the details because they're gonna help, as I said before. So I'll see you guys later, 30 minutes after this, and have a great lunch. Bon appetit. See you guys later. Bye-bye.